Hello to my Cancer watchers. Thank you for joining me today on the Golden Nuggets YouTube channel. Let's do your 2023 predictions. So let's lay our cards out and then we'll talk about each one. I am so honored that you joined me today. If you hadn't already subscribed to the channel, I want you to consider doing that, please. I'm going to lay out the cards and then we'll talk about each one of them. Alrighty. Alrighty, Cancers. Let's see what we have here. And we'll get some clarifiers, but let's start the reading. So in January of next year, you're going to be or have the energy of the King of Swords. This is someone who is very strategic about what they do. They don't just do something haphazardly. You will have you will be engaged in more of researching things, taking your time, gathering all of the information, and deciding how to move forward. You're going to also speak with clarity. You're going to be able to speak clearly with other people in the year 2023. You are going to be becoming more sympathetic to people. You're going to be more in touch with your feelings, Cancers watchers, during next year. Some of you may not have shown feelings about something in the past, but you're going to find out that it's okay if you show your vulnerable side. Okay. The Three of Swords. When this shows up in the reading, I do like to let persons know that although the Three of Swords does have the connotation of heartbreak, heartbreak occurs usually when there are rash statements made that are on the negative side and it hurts someone deeply. But aside from that, it can be words that aren't spoken either. Sometimes you need for people to show up and say things. And when they don't, that can hurt as well. This, however, this feeling, I think, is not something that's going to be a deal breaker in terms of someone's relationship. Okay. I think for some of you, not all of you, especially if you're in a relationship now, it will get better. The person that may not have shown emotions before, they will. And you need to set an example for others to follow as well. If you want someone else to be more loving, then you might have to be the one to show them what you mean by that. Okay. So make sure you take care of that in terms of speaking with empathy, saying things not to hurt but to heal. And if you're not sharing, you're going to become more passionate and you're going to share a little bit more. Then during the month of April, we have the Lovers card. You're going to be engaged in a partnership with someone. Maybe it is with someone that you know, maybe it isn't, maybe it's a new person. But make sure that you are speaking your truth as well during this partnership. Nine of Wands. During the month of April, I feel as though this partnership that you form, you feel as though you're doing more of the work. You're going to feel that way in April. Okay. You're going to feel that, hey, you know what? I've been very clear with this person. I've even been more compassionate towards them, but I feel like I'm putting in more of the work. Don't just know that the nine of wands literally means your angels see how hard you've been working and they're going to show up for you. They're going to say, look, we're going to send help your way so that you won't feel like giving up, because we never want to give up on ourselves. The Six of Wands shows up by George during the month of June. So you get over this rough patch I really do believe that if this is a relationship, it gets better. If it's just a partnership that you have with someone, things will work out fine because your angels come in to rescue you and you show up. People begin to recognize your talent. People begin to appreciate who you are. People begin to say thank you for things that you've done in the past. Okay. During the month of July here, we have the King of Pentacles. So you begin here showing up as the freaking boss financially. Financially, you are on top of your game. Okay. So know that, my Cancer watchers, you're definitely not going to be, begging for money. These tangible resources will be abundant and they'll show up. Then during the month of August, we have the Knight of Cups. Either you or someone is going to come in very quickly. It's going to be like the beginning of August where someone acknowledges that they love you or express their feelings to you. If you're not in a relationship, expect that to happen. If you're in a relationship already, this person will recommit to you. They'll come in, and again around August, definitely during the third quarter, and express all of the things that you need to hear. Or you're going to say all of the things that another person needs to hear. Then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands shows progression, okay? And you're showing progression that you're committed to moving forward. So if you are not in a relationship now, oh my goodness, someone is going to show up and commit to you and say, I want this. I want us to only see each other. Or if you are in a relationship and you're not married, then this means you're going to the next level, which would be engagement. Or even if you're already engaged, this means that you're going to set a freaking date to have a wedding or to get married. Okay. So the Three of Wands shows commitment and progression. So you're going to be progressing in relationship, even though you hit a rough patch during that first quarter, everything points to getting better. Then during the month of October, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords means you step back for a moment and you just take inventory of your life. You know, I would suggest during this particular month in October, if you don't decide to do it before then, begin journaling. Begin writing down things that pop into your head, even if it's random thoughts. Begin to keep a journal to just let those feelings out so that you can analyze them and see what it is that you need to do. Sometimes journaling, sometimes meditation also can help. If you're not wanting to write things down, go into a quiet space. But during November, so that's a recommendation for you. During the month of November, we see the Nine of Cups. There is a wish fulfilled for you, something that you've been wanting for a long time. It is given. The spirits say it is time. This is your time to receive your gift, and it shows up. And in December, we have the Knight of Pentacles. You're going to be receiving money, my Cancer watchers, during next year. However, it's going to take some time for you to see growth, financial growth, but it's coming. Don't lose sight of anything here. Let's step back. You have a lot of cups in your reading. We have the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Cups. So there's going to be a lot of emotion here. We do have a lot of swords that shows up as well in your reading. That means that you're going to be taking time thinking more. You're going to be in deep thought next year. Deep thought about relationships, partnerships, about your money, but all is well. You are going to fare very well, my Cancer watchers. Let's get some clarifiers for those most challenging cards. For the Three of Swords, we have the Ten of Swords. And that could mean that definitely you can experience some hurt. Okay. I tell people, if you've gone through life and you've never been hurt, then you've been blessed. Okay. But what you will not be able to do is to counsel or to be a friend to someone who has gone through hurt because you haven't experienced it. A lot of us have experienced hurt, either emotionally, physically, even both. We can experience financial hardships as well, but that's a testimony for you to tell others and to share with others. And when you find yourself feeling down and out about that experience, just know that the way you bring your energy up is to use that to help somebody else. And that's when you shift and pivot your energies that come forth that are challenging. That's how you make that energy come into a more higher vibration, is when you take it, pivot, and make something, make lemonade out of lemons. Okay. Be help for someone else. Let's take a look at another card here. What will they have to make a decision about? The Devil card shows up. There's going to be a decision that you may have to make. The Knight of Cups sits right next to it where there's a wish fulfilled. Don't, the Devil card shows that there is some type of obsession. You can easily become arrogant when your wish is fulfilled. Spirit guides may be saying to you, don't become arrogant. We want you to stay humble when you receive this blessing. Okay, that's a watch out for you. I don't know if I shared, but I did want to do oracle readings and see what comes out for each quarter for you. So let's do that now. All righty. So during this first quarter, where you may be experiencing some pain, but you're going to change in this process because you're going to learn how to empathize more with people. And you're going to be able to speak your mind, but it's going to be with love, passion, and care. Look what your card says. Communicate clearly. You're definitely going to be communicating to others differently during the first quarter of next year. Also, to my Cancer watchers, listen to your intuition. Spirit guides is wanting you to do that a little bit more. That shows your connection with your Holy Spirit. Okay? Your Holy Spirit is going to send you some subtle signs. Pay attention to that. Whatever you will be engaged in, because you're going to be engaged in a project with someone. Listen to your intuition. Okay, if something feels off, express it to the person. Let them know that. Also, and I'm sorry, also, you're going to have abundance. Abundance is yours next year. And then also we have let go. So once you've communicated clearly, you've trust your instinct, let it go, and you'll find that abundance is yours. This is your reading, my Cancer watchers. Thank you for joining me. And if you hadn't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. Until my next reading, take care.